What is up, awesome people, and welcome back to my Pokemon X and Y Friend Safari Friend Code Exchange video series. Alright, so as usual, I'm going to leave you all off with a discussion topic, which is, have you attempted IV breeding yet in 6th Gen? I'll leave my answer at the end of this video. Alrighty, so in the last episode, we went to a dark safari owned by Pursue Hacks, and I had a bit of Nuzleaf problems in this safari. I kept trying for like a Dreamworld Leopard and a Dreamworld Crawdont. Unfortunately I never found a Dreamworld Crawdont, but I did find Prankster Leopard, but unfortunately I kept finding Nuzleaves, which I did say in the last episode I do kind of hate quite a lot. It's my least favourite Dark type, which is quite surprising since Dark type is my favourite type in the Pokemon series. But anyways, in this episode, I'm actually going to be taking a look at a non-YouTuber's safari, and I actually found this person through my Facebook group that I've set up to exchange friend codes for Pokemon X and Y Friend Safari, and so far from that group I've actually found quite a lot of people that I'll be featuring later on in this series as well, because there's been some really big, oh my god, what the hell is that doing here? I didn't think I'd find it here, but yeah, I've found some awesome safaris, and this is actually one of them. It's actually another safari containing a Ditto, which from the last time I posted a Ditto safari which belonged to Sir Reptile 900, the response from that was just huge, and obviously the guy who owned it ran out of friend code space, so I've been on a mission to find another safari with a Ditto in it, and I came across this. I'm like, holy crap, this person doesn't have too many friend codes, so I should be able to post this, and she should be able to get a couple of hundred, which will fill up a friend code thing easy, and people will have another chance of getting another Ditto, even though Ditto is probably the third most, probably the third rarest normal safari poke. Second being, second being Ordino, I think, and then first being Chansey. So I'm like thinking at the moment, because there's so many normal type safaris. Another one in there is Keklong, which is quite rare as well, the protein ability. But yeah, Ditto is probably the third rarest in normal safari. Before I go on, I'll also point out that my wanted pokes have changed. I've actually got my Dreamworld Murkrow after finding out I couldn't get it through Safari. You had to get it through Horde, so I've now got that, so I've now got my Dreamworld Murkrow, which I'm happy about. So now let's change to Helioptile. I don't think I pronounced that right, but yeah, I have actually caught one, but I've just caught a normal variant of it with Dryscreen and Sandvale. But I do want one in Safari because of its Dreamworld ability, which is Solar Power. I'm actually thinking about IV breeding a Heliotis for my team. At the moment I've got 2 pokes, and I do want to include that on my team. So at the moment I'm trying for a normal variant one, and maybe later on I'll try a Solar Power one for a weather team. But anyways, let's just get out of this rain, because it's kind of dreadful and abuse leave my character out there. Alright, so let's head in. So this person's name on screen is Zozo, and as I said, she's got a normal safari. So in her safari, of course, I mentioned she had Ditto, normal ability is Limber, hidden ability is Imposter, along with Teddiursa with Pickup, Quick Feet, and Dreamer being Honey Gather, and finally Minccino with Cute Charm, Technician, and Dreamer being Skill Link. Alright, so first up we've got the Teddiursa, and it's got Quick Feet, which is probably one of its more decent abilities. I do use Ursaring and Teddiursa with Quick Feet over Ursaring with Guts, and obviously Quick Feet is Teddiursa's best. But yeah, I'm actually really thinking about catching this, because I have been pondering whether or not I should use an Ursaring in my team, so let's go for it. I'm going to throw a Quick Ball at it, even though Quick Balls in the past kind of worked for me, but it's the best variant at the time. So let's see how this does. Alrighty, so there's our first poke from the safari, which is Teddiursa, which is probably a really good snatch. As I said, Quick Feet with Toxic Orb, Teddiursa and Ursaring is pretty fast. Ursaring obviously packs quite a lot of attack stats to begin with, plus the Facade attack, and that hits like a truck. Or you can go the Guts ability on Ursaring, which it gains from Teddiursa's Pickup ability, and that hits even harder, but it does lose that speed, which Earth Ring kind of lacks in. But anyways, number 216, Teddiursa, the little bear Pokemon. Typing is just normal. Before food becomes scarce in wintertime, its habit is to hoard food in many hidden locations. Give a nickname to Teddiursa? I'll pass on that one. So I'll definitely be looking at its IVs at the end of this episode, because as I said, I might end up using a Teddiursa in Wi-Fi. And look at that, we found a Ditto. Alright, so has it got Imposter? No, it's got Limbar. Still, that's pretty decent. I'd be catching that Ditto just for its IVs, so I'm going to throw a quick ball at it. I've probably got already 2 boxes full of... Oh, critical catch! Yes! Don't break out! Don't break out! Don't break out! No! It broke out! Oh, it broke out on a critical catch. That's not cool. Oh my god. There we go, folks. The first critical catch probably to fail on YouTube. Oh god. Talk about unlucky. But yeah, I've probably already got 2 boxes full of Dittos already, but one more doesn't help. One more doesn't hurt. Obviously, for IV breeding, you need Dittos, because Dittos have 2 perfect IVs, and they can breed with every poke, pass on those IVs. But at the moment, I'm actually looking for a Modest Nature for my Helioptile to breed with, otherwise I've got to find something with Modest Nature. Or I could grab a Pokemon synchronized with Modest Nature, bring it into battle, and the Ditto will have Modest Nature as well, which is the other easy way, but at the moment I don't have anything with synchronized, which is bad. I don't know why. They're all in my other game. Right, so let's try this again. We'll try an Ultra Ball on Ditto. Oh, bugger. So this is going to be a little bitch. Alright, so Ditto goes for the Magical Leaf on my Gardevoir. Right. I'm going to go for the Confusion on Ditto. Try and lower its health a little bit. Oh boy, that didn't do much. Oh boy. Okay, so it's going to go for the Double Team, just to be a pain in the rear side. Alright, so I'm going to go for Confusion again, try and get that Confusion hacks off on it. That was a crit. It goes for Double Team yet again. That's really annoying. Alright, so it goes for the Calm Mind, raising a special attack and special defense by +1. I'm really starting to fear this thing because it's going to start sweeping me if it sets too many Double Teams and Calm Minds up. And obviously, I'm not going to be dealing as much damage to it. Right, so it goes for the Magical Leaf. That's going to hit reasonably well there. I'm going to get my Calm Mind off, just raising my special attack and defense by +1 just to try and stay balanced with that Gardevoir as well. So I'm going to go for the Magical Leaf on that Ditto. Nearly brings it down to the red. Goes for the Confusion on my Gardevoir. That's not going to do anything because I've balanced out my special defense with it. Now I'm going to try an Ultra Ball again. Hopefully I'll catch it. Yes, there's another Ditto for my collection. So that's Ditto probably number 34, I think. Alright, so give a nickname to the court. Ditto, I'll pass on that one, because I usually nickname mine after I find out what EVs and nature it's got. Speaking of which, what nature does it have? It's got Timid, nice. Timid raises speed and lowers attack, so that's great for special sweepers. And I've actually been using that on... Actually, whoa, I don't need a Modest Nature, I need Timid Nature on my Helioptile. Yes, I've got the right nature. Ah, I derped out. I wrote down Timid on my thing. Anyways, we've come across another Ditto. It's got the Imposter ability. I'm just going to throw a Timer Ball at this... Oh, sorry, not a Timer Ball, a Quick Ball at this one. As I said, the more Dittos I can catch, the better for breeding. And plus, I'll go through and I'll kind of explain how the whole Ditto thing works and how to check your IVs and all that. And god damn it, why'd you break out in the last shake? Right, so Ditto goes for the Confusion on my Gardevoir. I might switch out because I don't really want to lose Gardevoir to this thing. Gardevoir got Psychic, so I'm not switching into my other pokes. I'll send in Gyarados. So that comes my shiny Gyarados. That was a gift to me. Gets the Intimidate off on Ditto. Oh bugger. That just traced my Intimidate. Well, that's annoying. Alright, so it goes for the Calm Mind, raising its special attack and defense again. Alright, what have I got? I got Ice Fang, Aqua Tail, Twister, and Leah. I might go for the Aqua Tail. Now this should hit pretty hard. Nice. So it goes for the double team. That shouldn't matter too much because I basically brought it down as far as I would need to. So let's not throw the quick ball at it. Where's my Ultra Balls? We'll throw an Ultra Ball at it. Right, so here we go. Hopefully Ditto number 2. God damn it. Right, so it goes for yet another Calm Mind. This thing sort of starts sweeping because it's already on 2. And I don't really have anything to special defense wall this. So I need to catch it sometime soon. Gotcha. Right, so it's the second Ditto. Hopefully we can find a Minccino before the end of this episode as well. Right, so no nickname to Ditto. Now there's probably going to be a big patch of Dittos popping up, which isn't all that bad. Oh, another Teddiursa. Well, we don't want that. We've already caught our Teddiursa. Right, so this one has pickups, so if you want an Ursaring and you want the Guts ability on Ursaring, that's probably the Teddiursa you'd want to catch. But I already caught my Quick Feet Teddiursa, so I'm good for that one. So let's run from that battle and let's head to our next Pokemon. Sorry if I sound a little bit off, I've not long come over a cold as well. Anyways, while Minccino appears. Now, Skill Link is the best here. No, I got Technician. Technician isn't bad either. It doubles any base power that's below, it's 60 or below, I think it should still be anyway, which is still pretty good. Skill Link though, however, is the best on Minccino and Cinccino, I think it's called. Obviously for Tail Slap, Bullet Seed, Rock Blast, and your last move will be U-Turn on it, which is the most common set anyway. I'm going to run for that one. Probably the next Minccino I'll find. I might catch it, may catch it, I don't know. We'll see how we're doing. So up next is another Ditto. I actually might catch this Ditto and probably call it quits for this episode anyway. Oh look, another Imposter Ditto. And I'll just quickly explain like the whole IV thing as well. So Rotten Thing transforms into Gardevoir. I kind of wasn't hoping for that so I can send in another poke to do the job. Beggars can't be choosers. Quick ball, here we go. Oh bugger. I hate Ditto having such a low catch rate. Right, so it goes for the Magical Leaf. That brings me down to the red, unfortunately. So I'm going to switch out, going to Gyarados. So I get the Intimidate off, which really doesn't matter. It's unfortunately going to trace my ability. So, Rats. Although that is a good thing. Goes for the Double Team, which is going to be even more annoying. Going for the Aqua Tail. That does land. Smacks Ditto. Brings it down not too far from red there. It goes for another Double Team. That's fine with me. Raising its evasion by +2 now. So, I'm going to go for the Ultra Ball. Where are you? I need more Ultra Balls soon too. Right, so hopefully this is our third and last Ditto for this episode. Bugger. Double team yet again, so that's +3 now in evasion. I probably have a very low chance of hitting this thing now. So another Ultra Ball. Hopefully this one catches, because this is starting to be annoying. No, it's not going to catch. So it pulls off yet another Double Team, that's +4 now. That's a bit annoying. It's lucky Pokeballs don't work off their evasion either, because otherwise I don't think I'll be even trying to catch this thing. Like, oh, throw a Pokeball. Oh, it's just a clone. Throw a Pokeball. Oh, it's another clone. Threw a Pokeball. Ah, I finally caught it. Damn it, it broke out. But not this one anyway. So, anyways, I caught a Ditto. So that's number 3 for this episode. And I'll just quickly go through the whole gist of IV checking. For those who don't know, my Arbok also grew level 36 there. That's currently the Pokemon I'm training up for Wi-Fi battles. It's got 5 perfect IVs as well. It's fully EV trained in HP and special defense with 6 in attack. But yeah, I'll just go through quickly what the first step of IV breeding is for those who actually aren't familiar with it or don't know. I'll quickly just get out that Ditto that I got. So that's the last Ditto that we got. And we'll just check all the Pokemon's IVs that we just caught, so you all got an idea of the perfect IV check, as well as the theory that Pokemon and KrimZen come with 2 perfect IVs. Right, so you want the Pokemon Center in the same city, just talk to this guy, his name is the Judge. So he'll judge your Pokemon's IVs, and he'll tell you which ones are perfect or decent or etc. Alright, so the last Ditto I caught has relatively superior potential overall. So its greatest potential lies in attack, defense, and special defense. Holy crap, I got a 3-statter. Yes! 3 stats, and 3 perfect IVs and KrimZenSafari's. I'm going to say uncommon. Most common is obviously 2 perfect IVs. The most I've found so far is 3 perfect IVs. There are rumours of people, well, I have heard people say they've caught 6 perfect IV Dittos, and the chances of that is extremely low. 5 perfect IVs would be rare, 4 perfect IVs would be rare, it'd be rare anyway. It's still quite harder than 3 anyway. So let's check the other 4. We'll do the other Dittos first. So this was the first Ditto I caught. Relatively superior potential, defense, special defense, and speed. Holy crap, another 3-statter. Wow, what a snag. So I'll check the second one that I caught. So this one is relatively superior as well. Special attack, special defense. So that one's pretty decent. I think I've pretty much got every combination you can think of except the 3 statters. And we'll check the Teddiursa I caught as well. So potential is above average. HP, attack, okay, so it's got HP and attack. That's actually not too bad for a quick feat Teddiursa. But basically, when you talk to that guy, find out what your IVs are for the Ditto. Basically what I do is, I'll just check my Ditto box up. I do have like 2 at the moment, because I've got that many Dittos. Oops. Right, so my Ditto box is right here. So, as you can see, I've nicknamed them depending on what their perfect IVs are, plus their nature. So this one is attack defense, is its perfect IVs with naive nature. I just included nature, so if I need to breed a particular nature with a Pokemon, I can just grab this Ditto and give it Everstone to pass on the nature to the baby, and obviously attack and defense if I do need those stats. I'll Destiny on it or whatever. So these are just all the variants that I've got. I can't obviously nickname that one because I got that through a trade. HP and attack with Jolly, HP attack, special attack with Hardy, attack speed Lonely, etc, etc. You basically get the idea there. And obviously the more Dittos you've got, the more combination of stats you've got, the more natures you've got a hold of. And yeah, obviously, as I said, the 3 perfect IV Dittos are the best way to go, because you obviously start off with 3 perfect stats, which is a much higher chance than starting off with 2 to pass on to the baby. And obviously, you just keep pairing up the babies with more perfect IVs with the parents and all that, and it's really starting to get into another video that I am thinking of doing as well, so I may do a video later on about perfect IV breeding. When I say perfect IV, I am actually talking about 5 IVs. I have tried for 6, but once you get the 5, it's actually a 1 in 200 chance of getting a 6 out of 6 perfect IV Pokemon, which it can be helpful in some ways if you want to breed on to other Pokemon, but it has to be a male with 6 perfect IVs to be able to do that. Otherwise it's a female. That kind of really isn't any use to it at all. But yeah, But yeah, that's basically what you do need for IV breeding, and that's the main reason why Ditto is such a sought out Pokemon in Friend Safari. Alright, I can't believe I've dribbled on for 20 minutes. So, that's it for this episode. So, I'll end the episode off with the discussion topic that I left with you all at 20 minutes ago, which was, have you attempted IV breeding in 6th Gen? So obviously I have attempted IV breeding. So far I've done it on a Bagon and Ekans. My Bagon has everything but special attack, but I've also have bred a special attack or special sweeping Bagon because I do want to breed my Yates, so that will be breeding from my special sweeping perfect IV Bagon. As for Ekans, it's got everything but special attack in it. So basically they're my 2 perfect IVs so far, and Yates will be my 3rd. Yeah, perfect IV breeding starts off quite difficult, but when you start getting the hang of it and knowing all the chances, and then looking at your breeding groups and seeing who else can breed with the pokes that you've got 5 IVs with, which does make the process a lot easier if you are Destiny nodding a 5 IV already. And yeah, it really does cut down all the work. I mean, I got my perfect IV Arbok and two batches of eggs, so yeah, that was a lot easier than half a day's work with Bagon. But anyways, that's it for this episode. So next episode, I hope they won't ramble on as much as this episode. So until then, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!